In the past, whenever I tried to form new habits or to destroy my old bad habits, I found it difficult to stay consistent or to be accountable towards myself. I would always find a way to procrastinate. I would go on the computer and sit there for hours, play video games, watch YouTube videos, do anything but forming that new habit that was actually beneficial towards myself. Now, I thought that it was only me. I thought that my brain was wired in this weird, retarded way that I was not able to build any beneficial new habits. I thought that I'm doomed. Like, everything that I want to do that is good for me, I cannot do because there's like some mental block available. There's like some mental block that is preventing me from doing anything beneficial towards myself. Whenever I try to go, let's say, a week meditating for half an hour every single day, I would fail midweek and I would not go through with it. Every single time I would find something else to do that was not beneficial to me, or it was something completely different that I would just waste time on, just procrastinate. And I'm pretty sure some of you have the same thing going on. And I promise you, it's not something that's wrong with your mind. It's just that you have been conditioned to always do the easy thing. Because this new habit that you're trying to do, forming this new habit, is something that you're not used to doing. So your mind will naturally wander off and it will do something that is used to doing, something that you're already conditioned to do. Like, let's say if you're trying to read a book every single day, read a book for at least half an hour. Now, you have never read a book before in your life. You've always just listened to audiobooks or whatever. You've watched YouTube videos. Naturally, yes, first and second days might be fine. You will read the book. But then, when it comes to going longer and being consistent at it, you just cannot do it because your mind will just pick doing the easier thing. You will pick something, or your mind will actually pick something that is already accustomed to doing. Now, I found a very easy fix for this, and this fix has been working for me. It's been working wonders. And all you really need is a pen and a piece of paper. So there was this book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. And he talked about habit formation in a way that I've never heard about before. Like, his way of explaining things was brilliant. I don't know if you're familiar with this book, but honestly, it changed the way I see habits. So whenever I want to form a new habit, or I want to quit doing my old bad habits, I will put it down on a piece of paper and I will show you exactly what you can do. So it's a way of keeping yourself accountable. And this is pretty much the same thing of like people going to personal trainers in gyms. If they cannot force themselves to go to the gym and work out regularly and eat healthy and just be healthy overall, they cannot keep themselves accountable, so they need to keep someone else to keep them accountable. So this personal trainer that they go to and pay a lot of money to, they will keep them accountable, and they will say, oh, well, what was wrong with you yesterday? Why didn't you attend my class? Were you sick? Were you out drinking? You know, there'll be some kind of jokes made, or there'll be some kind of accountability there, and you will feel like you're paying this person for this service. So you will feel like maybe there's an extra level of accountability that you have to go because you're paying for it. And there's a saying, when people get something for free, they kind of end up not doing that thing because they take it for granted. And this is pretty much the same thing. You take it for granted that you're trying to build this new habit, but you can't because you do not have the needed self-respect to continue doing it. And pretty much it does come down to self-respect. If you respect yourself enough, you will listen to your own word. You will say, okay, I want to do this new habit, I want to form this new habit, or I want to quit my old habit. Let's say I'm playing video games for 3 hours a day and I want to quit doing that. And I say, okay, that's it. From tomorrow onwards, I'm not going to play video games ever again. And tomorrow comes along and you start playing video games again, because your word means nothing to you. You have said this millions of times. You keep doing the same thing. You've said you're going to quit so many times, and your word means nothing to you anymore. So you need something else to keep you accountable, and this is where this technique comes. So all you need is a notepad or a piece of A4 paper, any piece of paper, and a pen. And I'm going to show you exactly what to do. You can probably see behind me right there, there's like a piece of paper with like a bit of black. This is my habit tracker. This is what I use to quit bad habits and to build new habits. I also keep it on my wall and I keep habits that I already do just to be more consistent. For example, I play guitar, I go to do cold showers, I meditate, I need to do some deep work, and I need to focus for like an hour and a half or 1 hour on some particular task, and I need to keep myself accountable. I need to do these things every single day. Journaling, eating healthy foods, going to the gym, everything is on this habit tracker, and I need to keep all of these things in a list, and then I tick off every single time I do this certain habit. So let's say I play guitar today, right? Today I played guitar for half an hour. That's it. I tick it off the list. But it will be easier if I explain it to you on this piece of paper. So let's say the habit that you're trying to build is meditation. Okay, it's a simple one. So we're going to draw a line like so. It's not a pretty line, right? And then I'm going to say meditation. Okay. Right, there's meditation right there. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is list days of the week. So Monday, M for Monday, T for Tuesday. You know how it goes. T, what's Wednesday? W, T, F, S, and S. Right? So this is purely done. I'm doing it for video purposes, but you can spread these out along the line. And now what we need to do is draw lines downwards for every single day of the week, just like so. So now you have meditation, and you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And now every single time you want to meditate, an easier thing to do is set a time for when you're going to do it. So let's say I'm going to put down 3 p.m. So meditation, 3 p.m. Now you have to do it at 3 p.m. because it says so on the paper. So let's say today is Monday. Okay, I've meditated at 3 p.m. You can even write down more details. Let's say meditation 3 p.m. for half an hour at least. So okay, I've meditated. Perfect. I give it a tick. Okay, there you go. Meditation, tick. Let's say I fail Tuesday. I don't go on Tuesday. I don't go on Wednesday. I remember it again on Thursday. So I give it a tick. And then I don't remember it on Friday, and I do it Saturday and Sunday because I have more time. So this is how it will look like, if this will focus. So there we go, meditation, 3 p.m. I've done it once, then I forgot about it twice, and then I done it once again, forgot about it, and then I done it again. So now we're on to next week, and we're again literally forgetting the whole week, and we've X'd out the whole week just like this. And what happens now is you feel like shit because you have literally wrote it down on a piece of paper, you hung it up on a wall, and you have a bunch of X's on your piece of paper. Now this doesn't seem too good because that means you are not respecting yourself enough to build this new habit, or maybe you just don't want to do it enough. Maybe this meditation task that you set out to do, you just don't care about it anymore. You literally are focused on something else, and meditation does not mean anything to you anymore. So this is why you're not going through a meditation. But seeing those ticks build up, let's say, okay, perfect, I've gotten some motivation, I have more self-respect, I need to really get my life in order. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm going hard, I'm meditating, perfect. I see a bunch of ticks. I have a streak going on. I want to keep this going. I'm going to keep going for the next week. Okay? I'll keep going. There we go. We have a bunch of ticks now. We see all the X's at the start, but now we're seeing a bunch of ticks. Well, this just boosts your dopamine system. You're seeing these ticks and you're feeling good about yourself. You're like, whoa, well, in the past I found it so difficult, but now I'm seeing all of these ticks. I might as well put down another habit. Perfect. So you go down another line just like so. Let's say you want to quit doing your bad habit. Let's say you're playing video games. Okay, you're playing video games and you don't see any benefit in playing video games anymore. You want to quit playing altogether. You see it going nowhere. You're not going to become an esports player. You're not going to become some kind of PewDiePie. So you say, okay, I want to focus on doing something else. I'd rather meditate than play video games. So you write down bad habit / video games. We'll put VG for video games, right? So we have this bad habit VG for video games, and we do the same thing. We draw a line just like so to allow for a number of days. This is probably like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 7 weeks right there. On one piece of paper you can literally do like 5 habits. So okay, you're trying to not play video games. Okay, Monday comes around, that's it, not playing video games. Perfect, you gave yourself a tick for not playing video games. And then on Tuesday something went wrong and now you want to play video games again. Boom, you put down an X because you've missed a day. If these X's pile up once again, you will feel like shit, and now you'll want to put these ticks as much as possible. Boom, boom, boom. You have all these ticks going on, and this is how you build habits. Now, you can do these things as much as you can. Like, you can set this up completely to do like so many habits just at once. Put this sheet of paper, use little pin tick, what are they called? Tic Tacs, little pin packs, whatever they're called, and put it on your wall, right? And every single day before you go to bed, you go through your habits. So you go through your habits and you give it a tick or an X. If you want to get creative, that's what I've done, because this is already my 4th time doing this habit tracker, so it's my 4th month. So if you want to get creative, you can put down a tick. So a tick just like this. If you have completed it like completely, give yourself a plus. If you have done an okay job, like, so a tick is excellent, a plus is like mediocre, like good, mediocre, a minus is for could do better, and then a 0 is for not done at all. So let's say you're trying to play guitar and you're saying, okay, I'm going to play guitar for 1 hour every single day. This will benefit me greatly. I want to become a musician, whatever. So well, you write it down, guitar 1 hour a day, cool. Now you play guitar for 1 hour a day on Monday, you give yourself a tick. Tuesday something went wrong, you didn't have enough time, you played only for 45 minutes. You give yourself a plus instead of a tick. Now Wednesday comes around, you have even less time, you played for half an hour, you give yourself a minus. And then Thursday comes around, you don't even have time to touch the guitar, you give yourself a big 0. And you go through your list and you see the amount of zeros, pluses, minuses and ticks, and you will see how you are as a person, what kind of accountability you have. And as you go further, the more and more you practice these habit trackers, you will succeed eventually. So let me just quickly tell you what I have on my own habit tracker. So I keep myself accountable and I do these things every single day. So the first thing I have is healthy eating, and this ensures me to eat healthy so I don't snack on any junk foods. Now, guitar practice is my second one, so that's mandatory. Gym and sports, so that includes gym, like weightlifting, calisthenics, or going to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So I give myself a tick if I have done both. If I've went to the gym and I went to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu on the same day, I give myself a tick. But if I've only done one, if I've only done gym or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I only give myself a plus. And this is myself building up that respect that I have for myself. Then my fourth one is meditation / yoga, whatever I feel like doing. Sometimes meditate, sometimes do yoga. Now, then my fifth one is reading / audiobook. If I read, I give myself a tick. If I listen to an audiobook, I put down a plus. Reading is more beneficial than audiobooks. It works different parts of your brain. Now, we have 6 cold showers. And you may think, okay, well, cold showers, you definitely give yourself a tick for each one of those, because like you go to a cold shower and that's it, you're done. Well, no. If I stay like for 5 minutes and I'm literally freezing coming out of that shower, I'll only give myself a tick then. If I do one for like 2 minutes, that's only a plus or a minus. Now, our 7th one is deep work. And deep work is actually very difficult for me to do these days. So I have a lot of minuses and zeros for deep work, but this is something that I'm working on to improve. Then we have number 8, journaling. And then I have one section for bad habits. So if I do a bad habit during the day, like any bad habit that I want to stop doing, and I do this certain bad habit, like I have these things in my mind, I give myself a star if I have done the bad habit. Now, if I haven't done the bad habit, I give myself a 0, which is great. Or I can just put nothing, but a 0 works better. And then, very important, for the last thing that I rate myself on, like at the end of the day before I go to sleep, is my mood 1 to 10. So however I'm feeling for that day, how my mood was, I give myself a rating from 1 to 10. And this is most important that you do this before sleep. So you will see what kind of habits and what kind of progress you're making, and then you'll give yourself a mood rating. So let's say you have lots of zeros for that day. Obviously your mood is not going to be great, and your mood will be like 4 or 3 or maybe even 2. So you'll think, okay, well, what the hell's going on? I'm not able to do any of these new habits. I'm keep on doing my old bad habits. Well, this is clearly affecting my mood. So what you're going to do is the next day you'll feel bad about it, and then you're going to try better. You know, you're going to try and improve. The only way to succeed is to fail at first. There's no way to succeed without failure. So next day you're going to try and get more ticks, more pluses, and now for some reason your mood is at 6 or 7. Well, this is great. You'll try and do better next day, and then you might strive to get a 10. So that's pretty much it for this explanation. Now, I went into some depth about building this, like about habit formation and building these new habits or destroying your old habits, but this is something that has worked for me. And if you are in the same boat, if you are literally failing at building a new habit every single time you try to do it, then this is the only way to go. There's no other way, no other alternatives. So thanks for watching this video. I hope this new habit formation works for you, and maybe come back to this video in a week's time and see how you've progressed. Comment down below if habit building became easier for you, if you downloaded these habit trackers that I will link in the description. So in the description below, if you click down, you will see habit trackers that you can download for free and print out like I've done. So you can print out like 20 of them, and literally these work for a whole month. So you'll have like 20 months worth of habit trackers if you print out 20 of them. So this is my long way of explaining how to make a habit tracker. So if you've enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in talking one-to-one and solving some kind of personal issues, then consider booking a coaching call. Coaching calls are really effective at determining an issue which you have and solving it. So yeah, that's all I have to say for this video. Peace.